Okay, so for today's lesson, we're going to be working on lesson 2.2.2. So for this lesson, it is very similar to what we did in lesson 2.2.1, but instead we're going to be working with the whole number 1. So here it says find the difference, simplify if possible. 1 minus 7 over 30 minus 2/5. So we have to find a common denominator. Well, I know I can write the whole number 1 as 1 over 1. So the first thing I'm going to do is write it as a fraction. And then I need to find a common denominator between 5, 30, and 1. So I know I can, for 2/5, multiply by 6 over 6. And that would give me 12/30. 7/30 would stay the same because it already has a denominator of 30. And then 1 over 1, I'd multiply the numerator and the denominator both by 30, giving me 30 over 30. Now I just need to subtract. Make sure you are going from left to right when you are subtracting or adding. So 30 minus 7 would give me 23 over 30. And then when you subtract 12, that would give you 11 over 30. Then you need to ask yourself if you can simplify this at all. And since 11 is prime and it is not a factor of 30, then you have your simplest form right there. So the biggest thing we did is we started with our whole number 1, and then we wrote it as a fraction as 1 over 1, and then found a common denominator. So let's go ahead and look at this first problem. It says, Mr. Gallant works 1/3 of each day. What fraction of the day does he not work? So 1 day would be written as 1 whole day. And then he works 1/3 of his day, and I'm trying to figure out what is left over. So I need to subtract 1/3. So I can write my 1 as 1 over 1. And some of you might see that you could already write it as 3 over 3, but we're going to keep doing this step for now. Then I would multiply each of these by 3 to give me 3 over 3. And I'm going to come up here. So 3 over 3 minus 1/3 would give me 2/3. And this is another problem where we are using evaluation. So it says 1 minus y. Go ahead and try this one on your own. Pause the video and come back when you're done. Okay, so 1 minus 19 over 25, I substituted. Now I'm going to write 1 as a fraction, so 1 over 1, and then find my common denominator, which would be 25. So I can rewrite this as 25 over 25 minus 19 over 25. When I subtract, remember my denominator stays the same. 25 minus 19 equals 6, and I get 6/25, which I cannot simplify. Okay, try this one on your own and check back in. Go ahead and pause now. Okay, so I wrote my whole number as 1 over 1. Then I found the common denominator between 1 and 6, which was 6 over 6 minus 5/6 gave me 1/6. You could do the same thing for addition as well. And that is it for your lesson.